Well, you do have this possibility. This is important. So, how about talking about new LLC business credit card? How do you get a high credit limit with no revenue? Let's talk about that, okay? Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Soda Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous, if you were to ask me. If you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. In today's conversation, I want to talk to you about new LLC business credit card and how do you get a high limit with no revenue, okay? You are new, you are brand new, and you have no revenue. How do you get a high limit business credit card? Let's talk about that. The first thing I want you to do is to come up with a spend plan. I just want you to write it down, boss. Write it down. You need to create a spend plan. What is that? You need to explain to the credit card issuer what you want to charge on the card. Do you want to buy office supplies? Do you want to buy inventory? Do you want to buy? You just need to explain exactly what you need to charge on the card. This is important. So you need to talk about what to charge on the card, how much you intend to charge on the card, because they are actually they have a better idea how much to give you in terms of credit limit if you tell them how much you intend on charging on the card. See, a lot of small business owners, a lot of startup entrepreneurs, they fail to get the credit limit that they deserve and need because they do not have a spend plan. So please be very careful here. You want to explain how much you need, and you want to tell the credit card issuer how often you intend or charging that amount on the card. This is important. I'm not asking you to spill the beans and tell the credit card issuer your private business, your internal business, but you need to give them you need to open a window. You need to open you need to actually explain a little bit about the business so that they have a clear idea how much to fund you. It's important. So let's say you want to buy office supplies from Staples or Office Max. If you say, I want to charge $5,000 on the card, at least they know, they have a clear idea, they have a number to work with. Okay, so it's important to quantify things here, okay? And make sure that the number you chose, and to make sure that the spend plan overall is well coordinated with your business plan and business model. It's important. So there has to be a coordination, there has to be harmony between those 2 or 3 documents, okay? And most importantly, you want to explain how those charges will help you generate revenue, okay? If you're a new LLC and you want a business credit card and you have no revenue, you need to explain how the charges, how those expenses will help you generate revenue, because that's what the credit card issuer is interested in. They are interested in your ability to repay the balance that you charge, the expenses that you charge on the card. That's what it is. The second thing you need to do is to have a business plan. Boss, I don't care how small you are. I don't care how new you are. You need to have a business plan. And the whole thing is that a lot of entrepreneurs are they're very lazy. Very lazy when it comes to coming up with a captivating business plan. Come on, what's up with that? What's up with that? So the thing here is that you need to explain how a spend plan ties into your business plan, which is basically an overall window into your new LLC and how you intend to generate revenue, okay? And please, don't try to confuse me with crazy words and jargon in your industry. I don't need that. I want you to break it down for me. I want you to explain to me how you're going to make money in the business plan. Obviously, if you have a knack for writing business literature, do it yourself. If you don't have it, please hire someone. Okay, don't you try to be cheap and trying to go on the internet and download a template and trying to customize that. That's just very, very, very little. That's you don't want to do that. You want to do things in a legit way. Okay, a business plan will cost you $150 or $200. I'm talking about a real business plan. Okay, and you can actually go on sites such as Fiverr, Freelancer.com, TopTal, Upwork, and whatnot. or you can actually just hire a local business plan writer. Okay, so it's worth the investment. It's really worth the investment. If you want to get a new LLC business credit card and your LLC has no revenue, you're going to have to explain in your business plan how you want to generate revenue. Okay, and you're going to have to show also some projections. I will speak about the projections later on, but it's important to actually acquaint the credit card issuer with your business so they have a clear idea how you're going to make money. Okay, so when we talk about a business plan, you need to have an executive summary. You need to talk about the company description, right? So you need to have a clear idea what the company is. So anybody reading the business plan, they have a clear idea about that. What are your products and services? Okay, because those are quintessential when it comes to generating revenue. You want to give a market analysis in your sector so that the credit card issuer knows that you understand what your business is about, what your sector is about. Talk about strategy and implementation, boss. Talk to me about those things. Okay, talk about organization and management team. Are you alone in the business? Do you have co-founders? Do you have a team? Do you have personnel? And so let's talk about financial plan and projections. So this, you also need to mention that in the business plan. The third thing you need to pay attention to if you want to get a credit card for your new LLC, a business credit card for your new LLC without revenue, you need to be very clear about projections. So when we talk about projections, we are talking about financial projections. So the goal is what? The goal is to tell the credit card issuer that your business is viable. So remember, you have no revenue, you have no actual revenue, but you have the ability to project revenue, to basically estimate revenue based on the industry, based on your own business factors. Okay, it's important. And it's important to have, so sometimes you will hear forecasted. They mean the same thing. Forecasted data, projected data, estimated data, those mean the same thing. So you want to create realistic sales projections for your new LLC. It's important. If you do that, and you are able to convince the credit card issuer that your business is viable, they will give you the credit card that you need. They will give you the high limit you need. Okay, and remember that there are 6 factors to keep in mind for accurate sales forecasting. So you want to look at historic data and reports. This is important. Now, if you have a new business, you can't look at historic data for your business, but you can look at historic data and reports for the industry, for your rivals, okay, and extrapolate from those numbers and create your own estimated numbers. Boss, are you following me? This is important, okay? You need to define the sales process for your business. How do you make money? How do you actually, in some cases, they call it the revenue cycle. How do you make money? How do you monetize your business model? Okay. You need to invest in a CRM if needed. Obviously, I'm not asking you to break the bank here. Okay. CRM stands for Client Relationship Management Software. Okay. And this will help you actually have a clear idea of your revenue cycle. And you need to actually pick a sales forecasting method. And the thing here is that don't try to complicate things. Okay, you can go as simple as just looking at the number of sales you intend on making every month or every week, and just take it from there. Or if you want to be sophisticated, then there are a lot of tools out there, a lot of CRM tools out there that will help you actually have a great sales forecasting method. But honestly, if you are new, I don't want you to spend time on doing those things. No. It's a waste of time right now. At this moment, you just want to keep things simple and get your credit card issued real fast. You want to consider both external and internal factors when thinking about projections here. It's really important. Okay, so there are a lot of things you need to pay attention to. There are some key metrics that are used in sales forecasting. So you have quota, attainments, pipeline coverage, sales activity data. Okay, we have actually covered those topics on other shows, but if you have questions about them, please leave those questions in the comment section and we'll answer them. Boss, I'm still talking to you about business credit card. So new LLC business credit card. How do you get a high limit with no revenue? So that's the topic. And so I spoke to you about a spend plan. I spoke to you about a business plan. I spoke to you about projections. Okay. So the whole idea is to convince the credit card issuer that you are a viable business, that you have good cash flows, good cash inflows, and that you will be able to repay whatever amount you charge on the card. Okay. The first step, you need to consider a few credit card issuers, or let's say brokers. The thing here is that you can actually go around and just apply for yourself. You can apply for a lot of credit cards, but you can also use a business finance aggregator. In other words, you just talk to one person and they take care of it for you. Okay. And we have two great players in that space. So you have Lendio. So Lendio actually does a lot of things. They actually will help you with business loans and business lines of credit, but they also help when it comes to business credit cards. So you can contact your Lendio rep and explain to them your situation, that you are a new LLC and that you want to have a business credit card. The only thing is you're not generating revenue at the moment. So they'll let you know how you can qualify. The same thing works with Fundera. Okay, Fundera is actually a business finance aggregator, a business finance broker, if you will, and they will also help you when it comes to finding the new LLC business credit card that you need with no revenue. Okay, and one thing I want to say in general is that when we talk about a business finance aggregator, what are those? So those are actually platforms or companies that help you. Actually, they serve as the middleman between you, the borrower, okay, and the lender or the credit card issuer. So this is really good because you're actually saving a lot of time, actually. Okay. And so financial aggregators are service providers that specialize in providing businesses access to all financial products on the market, including business credit cards. Okay. So this is really good. And so there are benefits to using an aggregator. You have cost reduction. They are quick and easy. They are customizable. In other words, they will work with your particular needs. Okay, and they give you a competitive overview of the markets, something that you by yourself cannot have. So this is really good. And so that's one option. The second option is to apply yourself. You can apply with Bank of America, Chase, Navy Fed, and other players, but you need to have the relationship with them. You need to apply at the institution where you currently have a relationship. This is important, and I will speak about that later on. So I want to talk to you now about the NPR. So if we are talking about new LLC business credit card, you want to get a high limit. You want NPR stands for multi-product relationship. Boss, are you listening to me here? So you want to start with your current bank or credit union. Boss, this is important because you go into I'm sure you might actually tell me, we're speaking about business credit cards and I'm speaking to you about NPR. This is important. So when we talk about NPR, we're speaking about having a strong relationship with your financial institution. Okay. And what does that mean really? It means that you have at least a business checking account with them. It's important. That's just the minimum. You want to have a business savings accounts with them. Okay. The more accounts you have, the better. We are speaking about deposit accounts. I'm not talking to you about debt accounts. Don't come to me like, I'm kind of cool. I have credit cards with them. I have debts. No. I have loans with them. No. You need to have deposit accounts. Accounts in which the money is yours. So you can do this at the business level. You can also do this at the personal level. The more the better. The more the merrier. Remember, we are trying to solidify our relationship with your institution here. So if you have business checking accounts, business savings accounts, personal checking accounts, personal savings accounts, that's just fantastic. Okay. You can hire the institution for services if needed. A lot of banks have ancillary services for businesses. They have merchant processing. They have payroll services, for instance. So services that you might need. So if you need those services, consider hiring your bank for that. What's going to happen is that You're going to deepen the relationship with the bank so that when it comes times to issuing you a business credit cards, even if you have no revenue, because you have already established the relationship, they will look at other factors to qualify you. Okay, this is important. You want to speak to a banking relationship manager. You want to speak to someone, and this is better if you do the transaction or the conversation. If you have the conversation at a branch or over the phone. Okay, do not apply online. If you have no revenue, if you're a new LLC and you have no revenue, do not apply online. Okay, do things at a branch, preferably. This is our recommendation so that you can boost your approval odds. Very important, boss. Very important. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another session of the Awesome Sorta Kiwi Show. I'm talking to you about new LLC business credit cards and how do you get a high limit if you have no revenue. And the sixth step here is we're talking about legitimacy. Okay, so get legit, boss. Get legit. You want to quit being a sole proprietorship if you're trying to. First of all, we're speaking about new LLC, so you can't be a sole proprietorship. If you are a sole proprietorship right now and you're listening to me, I want you to convert into an LLC. Okay, so becoming legit means that you are getting your EIN, your employer identification number. This is important. Okay, this is not something that it's kind of similar to your social security number, but for businesses. In other words, the IRS will actually track, among other things, they'll track your data to make sure you're paying your fair share of taxes, which makes sense. I mean, and your legal structure. So your LLC, that's perfect. But if you're not, you can actually convert into LLC from S Corp, C Corp, LLP, or sole proprietorship. Make sure that you have your articles of organization. If you're an LLC, this will be articles of organization. And make sure that you have the proper licenses and permits in your industry. This is important. Okay, so those things will actually provide they will add credibility. They will lend credibility to your business. Okay, make sure that you have a business checking accounts that is registered under the LLC's name. Okay, make sure that you set up your business accounting. This is important. And when we talk about business accounting, you can either hire a bookkeeper or an accountant in-house, depending on the complexity of your business. You can actually outsource the whole thing to a third-party organization. Yeah, there are companies that actually process accounting for other businesses. You can outsource also the thing to freelancers online. You can go on websites such as Fiverr or freelancer.com or TopTal or Upwork, or you can actually outsource there are companies also that allow you to outsource things to them online. Or if you are good at accounting yourself and you are comfortable doing things, or let's say you don't have a complicated business, you can actually sign up with QuickBooks Online or Xero or Wave or other software and just do things yourself. Okay, prepare financial statements. Again, we are talking about making sure that you have things that lend credibility to your business. Prepare financial statements. File your business taxes. Even if you're a new LLC, make sure that you file your business taxes the first year. So that will be depending on what you choose, whether you are 1065 or you go with 1040 if you're a single member LLC. Okay, and also think about your business credit score if possible. This is important also in terms of lending credibility to your business. So the last thing you want to do is to apply. You need to apply for the credit card. Okay, you need to apply for the credit card, and it's important because this is what's going to allow you to get the limit that you need. So check your personal credit. So if you are a new LLC business credit card, you have no revenue, at least try to have good credit on the personal side. Okay, this is important, and because some credit card applications will ask for your social security number, unless you apply with EIN only. But if you are a new LLC, it will be tough to apply for this type of stuff with EIN only, unless you have solid financial responsibility, you have solid financial assets on the personal side. So on the credit card application, they will ask for business revenue. In this case, you will put zero. Okay, they'll ask for business expenses. If you have expenses, you put the expenses. They'll ask you for your personal income. Okay, so that the credit card issuer will be able to compare and contrast your business income versus your business expenses. They will be able to, and in this case, they will take your personal income into account. Okay, and so you want to research business credit card options to find one that fits your needs. It's important, depending on the field your new LLC is in, you might want to get a credit card that actually has what you're looking for. Are you looking for a business card with travel rewards, a cashback business credit cards? Are you looking for a perks, a business credit cards with perks? Are you looking for a business credit cards that allows you to do a balance transfer, for instance? Okay, so those are things you need to pay attention to. And in applying for business credit cards, they will ask for your the legal business name, the business address, the type of business, the LLC business, okay, the business phone number, your EIN, your annual business revenue. Just put zero there. Years in business, monthly business expenses, your personal income, your social security number, your date of birth. Okay, so those are things they will ask for, and those are things that you cannot avoid. Okay, one thing I want to say here is that if you apply at a branch, you are able to have had a conversation beforehand with a rep, so you can actually gauge your chances of approval way before you actually apply, and this is what you should do. Thank you, boss, for today's conversation, for your attention to this conversation. I was talking to you about new LLC business credit cards. How do you get a high limit, fast and easy? Okay, you want to present a spend plan. You want to present a business plan. You want to present projections. You want to contact certain card issuers. You want to establish an NPR, or solidify your NPR with your current institution. You want to get your business legit, and you need to apply. Thank you so much for your attention. I'll speak to you another time, but until then, remember, stay marvelous.